Well, thank you for joining us on the National Real Estate Cafe with Don and Gino Fronte, where you get your daily dose of real estate market updates and, oh no, inflation's hot.
Actually, it's good, Don. Remember, we need a little inflation, guys, so don't be scared. Yes, people get spooked, the I word, but deflation is so much worse. So we've been trying to create inflation now for the last 3 to 5 years. A little bit of inflation, not such a bad thing.
All right, so again, you watch this show on a regular basis, which you can get by texting NREC to the number 58885. NREC to 58885 goes right to your phone, because you're going to hear about how inflation's the hottest it's been in 8 years. All right, let us show you this first chart and give you a little bit of comparison. As you can see, here at the far right is our PPI. This is one of the inflation index. We're going to another one measure.
Producer price index, okay? Right. And then if you look at it, Don, it's towards the upper end of the range. We always talk about ranges. You know, nobody was freaking out 6 months ago when it was at the bottom of the range.
Right.
So ultimately, we're just kind of maintaining a nice average, and it's also typical to have prices be a little higher in the summer.
Well, and then that's why we want to show you this chart. When they talk about how hot inflation is, it's up 0.5% on this report. You can see back in December 2007 now, that obviously created other problems, but it was up 3.2% in one report. And then not too long after that, the crash. And then we were down 2.8% in one report. So you can see there's a lot of volatility in this report. We always watch trends. As you can see, a few months back, we had a few negative reports. So
yeah, as you can see, the space between the peaks, Don, is a little wider, right? So if you look at it, everything used to be crammed together. Now you see the space between the peaks and the valleys a little wider. That means we're a little more stable overall, and that's a good thing.
Okay, so I just want to let you know, when they make a big deal out of it, it's not that hot. It is hotter than it's been in a little bit, which is, like Gino said, not a bad thing. We need some inflation, basically, for growth. All right, so here's another chart that kind of helps debunk, basically, the fact that inflation is so hot. This is another one called CPI, which is another, basically, it's another measure of inflation. And you see from this report, it was up only 2.2.
Yeah, and this is the Fed's preferred gauge of inflation. They're always looking for this, and this is right in line with the target. This is exactly where they want it to be. So we're really not in a bad place, and hopefully, the other one, like I said, it's a summer thing. I bet you go into winter, it's going to cool down a little bit.
All right, if it doesn't, then you may see the Feds actually be forced to start raising interest rates. All right, because retail sales, pretty hot.
Pretty hot. Yeah, retail sales were doing good, and again, not a bad thing. I think we all want the economy to do well. In fact, if you've been watching the stock market the last quarter, retail sales were decimated. And so it's kind of nice to see retail sales doing well. That means the consumer is confident. That means they're buying goods. And it might actually make it into our GDP number someday.
All right. So you can see that it depends on how you look at these reports, because you just listen to the media go, oh no, or oh bad. Bottom line is it's just one report, but they're going to make a big deal out of it to get you to pay attention. So that's why you listen to us on a regular basis. You see that we'll keep watching the trends and let you know if there's something going on, because most of the time we're pretty much 3 to 6 months ahead of the media, because we watch these trends for you.
So we got our eyes on the ball for you. We'll let you know. Reach out to us. Check out nrecafe.com. That's our website. You can see over a 1 year's worth of these videos and see we've been right pretty much all along.
All right. Tune in tomorrow to see what's brewing.